Hello. We exist once again upon this temporal plane and whatnot.
And whatnot.
I've been pretty sick the last couple of days. But then I was like, oh no, I didn't miss the jellyfish event, did I? So now I'm back. I've got to finish up the jellyfish event before it is over. I also wanted to stream the Star Rail event. And so I was talking with Korichi about it the other day, and Korichi's like,
I'm starting to feel a little tired from all our adventuring. Is it because we're always on the road?
Like,
Paimon's heard that sitting down and reading a
one
book
sec.
could be a good way to unwind. Huh. Since we're not too busy at the moment, why don't we visit the Knights of Avonius' library? Maybe we'll find something simple but fun to read.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I log in and then Paimon immediately starts talking
uh,
and being like, hey, there's this quest. I have no idea what the heck this is supposed to be about. Okay, so there's a mysterious fish event starting today. But, like, obviously, I need to finish the jellyfish thing first. Yeah, I was saying that the Star Rail event, I was gonna stream, but then I looked at it and Korichi was like, "Oh no, yeah, that's not an event. It's just basically sending people out on expeditions or assignments, and you just get extra rewards. So now I'm not gonna get to finish it all because I only started doing it with 3 days left.
Yep.
Mihoyo, why didn't you tell me? I feel so betrayed right now.
I like how you just immediately blame Mihoyo for it.
Well, I mean, normally, I can put things off to the last minute, and it's fine. But I didn't know that this event was like that. So, of course I'm upset, because my expectations were betrayed.
I see.
Yeah. I think I'll get pretty close, though. I took a look at it. There's only 3 more of the 8-hour ones. And technically, there's 1 day and 10 hours left. And each day is 24 hours, which is 8 times 3. So
You
I
can
might...
No, you can only send them out once a day. So you can do it twice more.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna gather these jellyfish. These jellyfish are so big that I thought that the furniture item that you get for completing it would be big too. But, I had Whist, collect it while I was, like, too sick to play. And, Whist sent me a screenshot, and actually it's really small. So I was like,
Yeah.
aw, dang. Oh well. I tried. It would have
It
been
is what it
cool.
is.
Like, imagine if that furniture thing with the little globe, what if it was huge and you could climb up the top and then jump in and swim around with the jellyfish? That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool. I agree.
Okay. I'm on to the last one. Oh, the last one isn't even... okay. That's fine. I'll just go in that way. Have you finished the jellyfish event, Cortune?
Haven't even started it.
It'll take you like 2 seconds. You should just finish it.
Yeah, I will at some point.
Well, there's just 1 day left, so...
I don't know.
some
see.
point is today.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay. Live your best life, man. Hey, you're back. You missed out on something hilarious just now.
Something hilarious? What happened?
Just now, I bought the I brought the retrieved jellyfish and waited here for Mr. Ogriu's inspection, but before he could show up, some of my buyers did. They told me that ever since releasing the first several batches of jellyfish, they felt refreshed, and that their business has been going super well. They thought it must have been a blessing from the heavens for doing a good deed, so they came to buy more to release. How are you still selling them?
Nillian catches them, Mr. Casey, and sells them, and the buyers release them again. Hey, is this your way of making money?
What? No, how could I? I don't want any more trouble with the guards. I spent ages telling them that releasing these jellyfish does more harm than good, but they simply wouldn't listen. They just believed that their luck was due to what they considered to be a good deed. They even believed that my bad luck was due to keeping the jellyfish in captivity. Just what are they thinking? Anyway, while we argued, Mr. Oguriu. How do you even spell that? Pronounce that name. Oguriu arrived and immediately took them into custody. Well, guess their good luck has run out. In the end, was carelessly releasing these creatures without first understanding their habits and ecology really for the creatures, or just for their own good luck?
They were also taken into custody by the guards. Seems they didn't get much luck out of it in the end.
Ha! Speaking of which, thanks to you, the guards have now waived my jail sentence. In addition to the compensation I promised you, I also have a little memento for you. Please, take it. I get a jellyfish ball.
Aw, that's cute.
Eh? Are those also violet glow jellyfish? Why do they look so much smaller than the ones we caught before?
See, that's what I was thinking too. They're smaller specimens. I picked out a few suitable specimens from the storage warehouse yesterday. There were more specimens than they were assignment numbers, though, so I figured I might as well give you some as a memento. As for the rest, I'll continue breeding them and find a way to integrate them into the natural environments. Oh, and I'm also planning on keeping a few of the violet glow jellyfish to investigate their clustering and glowing behavior. They do look pretty cute. Whoa, wait, don't you dare think about releasing them! Oh, come on. If I'm gonna release them anywhere, at the very least I'm gonna release them in my teapot.
Yeah, that would look good in a teapot.
Alright. So I've got a bit of time before Whist and Pickles will join us. I was thinking I might do some stuff. But maybe I should get on top of this Dodoko's bombastic adventure. I feel like if I don't... Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I love it. Is it wearing a little hat? Yeah. Okay, so what kind of quest is this anyway? It lasts for 8 days, which means even if I start it now, I won't be able to do the whole thing, but be fun to take a look at it in any case. Alright, so I need to go here. Plink. Let's see what we got in store in the library. Oh, hey.
Okay, got it. But fish taste best when they're freshly blasted. Grill them over a fire and they'll turn extra crispy and smell so good.
Don't worry, Jean has informed me about all that a while ago. So, I went ahead and placed some orders at Good Hunter. Over the next few days, their chefs will be preparing the best fish fresh from the lake and cooking them right away. Freshly cooked fish served with Clee's favorite spices and my specially prepared desserts. I'm sure it'll be just as delicious as your catches.
Okay, then I'll trust your taste, Lisa. I promise I'll stay in the city and play Dodoko's bombastic adventure. I won't go fish blasting or make any trouble for Albedo's friend.
Albedo's friend.
Anyway, I'm gonna go look for Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon now. Is someone looking for us?
Seems like you two just made an important agreement.
Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon! Klee was just thinking about you and then you appeared! How'd you do that? Oh, did you somehow magically hear Klee's thoughts?
We did. The magic was that you said them out loud.
Oh, little cutie and Paimon, you're here just in time. Looks like I won't have to go to the trouble of writing you a letter now.
We had some time on our hands and wanted to look for something to read in the library. Anyway, what's Dodoko's Bombastic Adventure? It sounds way more fun than reading a book. It's a new game Lisa made for me. We came up with the name together. You're amazing, Paimon. You remembered the name so quickly. Whoa, you can design games, Lisa? Paimon thought that you were just into books.
I merely drew some inspiration from Shroomsplosion, a game from back when I was a student. It didn't really take too much effort. As long as we keep Klee happy during these unique circumstances, I'm willing to design as many games as she likes.
Unique circumstances, huh?
Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Klee mentioned Albedo's friend, right? Did something happen in Mondstadt?
It's not too serious, but the situation still has to be treated with caution.
Man, Lisa has such gorgeous green eyes.
She does.
Recently, fish species native to Sumeru have begun appearing in Cider Lake. Allowing them to spread would put the ecological balance of Mondstadt's waters at risk.
Oh no, this is just like the jellyfish scenario. We had a whole lake in our area that got shut down because people kept not washing their boats before they take the boat on the lake, and then they accidentally transported this super invasive species of snails, and it like made the water toxic, and then people can't swim anymore. I think the invasive species has just like taken over it, and they have no way of cleaning it up.
Luckily, Klee noticed some fish she'd never seen before while she snuck out to play. She caught a few and showed them to Kaya. If it weren't for Klee, I'm afraid most of the local species would have already receded by the time ordinary citizens fully grasp the situation. And if a change occurs in the underwater ecosystem, it could very well affect the quality of water in Cider Lake. Consequently, the entire wine industry of Mondstadt could be in danger, and that poses a major threat to our economy.
Yeah, alcoholics just like run their economy, honestly.
I saved the day! I even got praised by
I
Master
mean,
King.
it is Mantis country, so yes. Of course they do.
Good job, Klee.
So that's what happened. Oh, good thing Klee noticed the fish before things got out of control.
The investigation team sent out a few members to inspect Cider Lake and look for the origin of the intruding species. To avoid disturbing these little invaders, Klee has to keep her treasured bombs away for some time. The investigation team's instruments are extremely sensitive, so any explosion within a certain distance of the lake would affect their data. Jane said that Klee would definitely get bored being cooped up inside the city all the time. Albedo's busy making improvements to the reconnaissance company's experimental equipment, while Kaya just left for a business trip. So the task of looking after her fell on my shoulders.
But I'm not bored anymore because Lisa invented Dodoko's bombastic adventure. Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon, let's play together.
Absolutely.
All right, the game table is right over there in the garden. The orders I've placed at Good Hunter will also be delivered there. Please enjoy yourselves. It's not every day you get to play games with Klee, surrounded by the scent of flowers on the breeze, with delicious food delivered right to you.
Wait, Lisa, are you not coming with us?
Don't you think it'd be a little unfair if the game's creator joined in? I don't want to spoil the fun. Besides, as the librarian, I still have my basic responsibilities to take care of.
That just sounds like another excuse for staying indoors!
Run along now. Have fun playing with Klee.
I have the best excuse for staying indoors. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay then, we'll catch you later, Lisa!
Alright, it's Dodoco's big adventure time. But just in case they sneakily added extra books in here, I'm gonna do a once-over of the library. No, it doesn't look like they snuck anything extra in. They did that with recipes a few times, so I always have to check.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Go to the garden. See if we can find this garden, then. Speaking of which, I should see if the furniture set vendor has any new furniture sets.
We're here, Mr.
Oh, yeah, that would be good to look at.
This is where we'll play Dodoco's Bombastic Adventure.
Oh, that looks really cute. Look, they gave the fish those little helmets.
Whoa, Lisa picked a really good spot. Paimon led
Oh,
me
yeah, I
right.
see what you mean.
All right, teach us
That
how to
looks
play,
really
please.
nice.
Dodoco Adventures!
Yeah, let's play.
Adventurers from around the globe, assemble! You know, Dodoco and Dokapon sound kind of similar.
They do.
Wait, let's see what Klee has to say.
I love playing Dodoco's Bombastic Adventure with you, Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon. Thanks for playing with me. Yay! Let's go!
Alright. So these are probably gonna be time-locked, I'm guessing. Watch the position of the spiky Jumpty Dumpty. After a special Jumpty Dumpty is thrown, find the right time to let it explode, which will make the most of the special Jumpty Dumpty and blow the most spiky fish up. The opposing lineups are 1 purple fish and 2 goldfish. And we have 2 different types of bombs. Defeat the spiky fish warrior using the Jumpty Dumpty to obtain 1 point. Defeat the spiky fish king to obtain 2 points. Okay, so the yellow ones are worth more. Special Jumpty Dumpties of different colors have different explosion AoEs. Keep their unique traits in mind and throw them well for a higher score. After a special Jumpty Dumpty is thrown, if it comes into contact with spiky fish or objects along its path, it will automatically explode. After throwing a special Jumpty Dumpty, you can press the throw button again to cause it to explode immediately. You can use this method to make the most of the Jumpty Dumpty's explosion radii. Alright. So... I have 2 kinds of Jumpty Dumpties here. I don't know what either of them do. But... oh, okay, so that's useless. Oh. Alright. I'm definitely gonna need to do this one over again once I actually understand how it works. Huh. There should be a way to blow them all up, though. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so... first, let's eliminate all 3 of these. Next... Aha. There we go. And now I just need... Okay, got it. I figured it out. Let's go back to select a stage then, now that I've gotten this one all taken care of. Alright. So now we have 6 and 2, huh? Maybe... Ah, I see, I see. And I can only move along this side, not along the other side. Oh no, I can move along the other side. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. Alright, so... if I do this... I don't think that's gonna work. Alright, so we got that one. Oops, fucked it up. Yep, I could have done this perfectly if I hadn't, wasted one of mine on accident. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, though. I'll just do it over again. No big deal.
Well done.
Okay, so first... we get rid of these. Then... we get rid of these. And now... I can 100% complete it. There we go. Easy peasy. I just had shit timing that time before. Alright. Oh, I don't need to know that. Yes. And yeah. The next one unlocks in 9 hours. Okay. Now I'm on top of my stuff again. Go me. Is this 4? Oh, let's, speaking of which, there he is. You don't happen to have anything new to sell, right? No. Ooh. Let's turn in our daily commissions that we didn't do, but that still count.
You did them in spirit.
Yep.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
All done. And you know what? Before I continue on, let me take a look at my teapot again. Oh Oh yeah, shouldn't I have already gathered some crystal flies?
Should have,
Using
yeah.
the crystal fly trap. Have you looted one of those things yet?
This realm is
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't either. Oh, looks like it's time for me to swap Farazan out for someone else. Alright. Looks like I forgot to put new things in last time. It's fine. 6 times 5. I think I might barely have enough for this one. Definitely don't have enough for these. What kind of wood is that? Ash wood. Alright, I'm gonna have to find out where the ash wood is. Let's just go with these. Oh, shoot. No, I want to cancel it. Phew. I can't waste that much ore. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And where does Farazan live? All the way over here, huh? Oh, right. The teapot. The teapot shop is open.
Behold! Quit following me.
Anything good?
The one before you. Ah.
Nah, I've already got all this stuff. Well, worth a shot. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of which, shouldn't there be a way for me to change the teapot settings? I altered them before due to that bug where Kaveh could delete people's items.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't figured out how to fix it.
Mm.
I imagine I go into the multiplayer stream. I go... So this one is world approval. But I don't want world approval. I want teapot approval. I have to Google this real quick. There's no way I just can't do it. Genshin. How to change teapot settings controller. Yes. Alright. Bring up the map. Oh-ho. Okay, so you go to the teapot, and then you go into guest. Okay, so you do it from the map screen, apparently?
Yep.
There's no such thing
Okay.
as pure freedom in this world.
I will just allow
Even
people
a
to
woman
join.
cannot blow on forever.
I don't care about if people get all my stuff. Wow. Look at that, it's just growing out of the rocks. I'm the one who set it up this way. But, yes. Alright. Well, since that's all done, let's go back to, I don't know. Fontaine? I kind of want to check on my crystal fly trap. But I don't know if it's been a full week yet. Alright. Whoop. Not finished capturing. Well, how much longer is there? This thing has 1 day. This one has 2 days. Darn. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let's see. Got my Endora. Check up on my reputation. Maybe I'll do some of these quests so I can level up. Oh, you know what I should do? I should do Kaya's hangout. What do you think, Korichi? I've got like 50 minutes.
Totally.
Do you think 50 minutes is enough time to do a hangout?
You can start it at least.
Yeah, might as well. I need more photos for my teapot shrines. Who has the red dot? Bars on. Oh, right, because I just got her to 10. Cool. I never did move her. That's on me, though. I went and I was ready to move her, and then I just forgot. Alright, so let's say we're gonna go here. And should be this one, right? Yeah. Alright. Deleted. Oh, there we go. Now, who is a character that I don't have full friendship on? Alright, so I got all of these people. I'm not actually sure. I'll put Layla here. You can hang out near the chairs. Alright, now we're good. Let's check out what Farazan's thing looks like. It's okay. I'm gonna keep mine, though. So I'm guessing if I'm gonna be doing Kaya's hangout, I'm gonna need to be in Mondstadt. Let me be free! Alright. Hangouts are here. Shenanigans and sweet wine.
Yep, that sounds like Kaya.
Oh, Kaya's visiting Sumeru. Alright then.
Too slow. Upon the gale. The wind rises.
Alright, so if I'm gonna put the Traveler into my party, I will just swap him in here.
This world is
Speaking of, do I have enough stuff to, like, increase his talents? Which talent do you care about the most with the Hydro Traveler?
His skill, pretty much. That's about it.
Need more justice. I need more lots of things. So I'll just leave him alone for now. Kaya is talking to a bird. I don't know what I was expecting, but definitely not that.
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. I'll show you around town.
Hey, Kaya.
Really? No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway.
I mean, why not?
Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archon's wins do I owe the honor?
I guess your natural charisma drew me here.
Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me? Since it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better leave it alone. Let's take a walk, shall we? If you're wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety recently. I discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty.
Why can't I walk next to him? I always have to walk behind him. Okay.
Still, on the bright side, business is now taken care of. And I have unused travel funds, so I was planning to...
Embezzle them?
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
The fuck do you mean war? Oh, are they people from Natlan?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun.
You want to stop and see the show?
Actually, yes. I saw some guards do a musical performance when I was traveling with their caravan in Sumeru. They were desert dwellers. So are these actors. And I think I actually recognize one of them.
Why does that sound so ominous to me?
Come on, let's go watch.
Oop.
Your Majesty, not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has led our brave warriors to victory against Frasyav's army. His men have laid down their arms and fled. Frasyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head and now presents to your Majesty an offering of treasures and hostages, as well as a plea for peace. My king, this battle has finally restored the dignity of our people. Moreover, with Frasyav's offer of land comes the opportunity to expand our borders, as your Majesty so greatly wishes. His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation. It is for this reason alone that I have removed my armor and made haste back to our halls from the front lines. My king, what say you to this proposal?
Gorchi, you know those ceramic pots that get mass produced for plants? And they're always this kind of orange color?
Mm-hmm.
This dude's hat looks like it was made out of one of those pots.
Honestly, it does. I can see what you mean
It's the
here.
Tale of Prince Kubad. Ever heard this one?
Nope.
Don't worry, I still remember the general plot. Let me fill you in on the background while the king deliberates. The main characters are the brilliant Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King Kabus. The one talking to the king right now is Gundafar, the prince's tutor. When the prince was young, the king was deceived by a malicious rumor that the prince had mistreated his stepmother. He demanded that the prince walk through a blazing fire to prove his innocence. Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving his innocence. But the seeds of doubt had already been sown in the king's mind. Now uneasy in the presence of his mistrustful father, the prince requested to be sent away to the battlefield where he would fight against Frasyav's army. That's the enemy general we heard them mention just now. This is the part where the prince has won the war and decided to forge a peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace to his father. Oh, it looks like the king's made up his mind. Let's keep watching.
Frosyav lost because he did not have the blessing of God. Our god will always watch over us and punish our enemies. Once the bells of war have begun to toll, they shall not cease until the blood of our enemies fills the land. There can be no victory until the last enemy soldier has fallen. If Kubad still wishes to be my son and hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him as proof of his royal blood, then he must obey my command.
I vote his son turns his army around and uses it to seize the capital.
Your Majesty, I must caution that a nation destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, the loss of one city strikes fear into the hearts of our enemies, compelling them to accept defeat and cede land in exchange for peace. If, however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees, then so long as a single person is left standing, they will see us as their sworn enemy, and one day return to us tenfold the pain that we have inflicted on their nation and family. My king, a people is to their nation as wild grass to the open prairie. Though we burn down the whole field and spare not one blade of grass, roots continue to grow unseen beneath the surface. Come the spring, it is all but inevitable that fresh green shoots will rise up from the ashes.
Cease, Gundafar. Your mind grows dull in your old age, filled with naive delusions. We shall have no more need of you on the battlefield. As for my son Kubad, I will summon him back to the capital, so he may be tried by a court-martial.
What are you saying, my noble king? Why must you mistrust your own flesh and blood and sink ever deeper into the blight of hatred? When he was falsely accused, you once doubted his honor and made him walk through a raging fire. Did he not prove himself worthy by emerging unharmed from the flames? Now you would turn me away when I seek only to provide the wisdom of counsel. What is the justification for this?
The justification is that my word, not yours, is the law of the land. Cease and be gone, Gundafar, so you may spend the rest of your days with your wife.
What has become of the king that I served with my life? Fanaticism has robbed him of all reason and wisdom. Peace is surely the most favorable path for our nation, yet he refuses to accept it.
I must think of a way to seize control of the army back from the hands of my wayward son, that they might continue the fight to the end. Perhaps the first task should be this. I shall send a loyal contingent of warriors to eliminate Frosyav and the hostages he has sent to our palace.
Frosyav is his son, right?
Brilliant acting, Darbil.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you approaching us in the middle of the scene. I was worried that my performance would be subpar and you'd think I was just making a fool of myself.
Not at all. Far from it. Actually, let me introduce you. This is Darbil, the actor for King Caboose. When we first got to know each other, he was still a guard for one of the merchant caravans. Seems like he's now made the switch to full-time acting.
Well, hello then.
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Kaya's is a friend of mine. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't making all that much as a mercenary. It felt right to me to get away from the danger and live a more stable life. I was already pretty good at telling stories, so I just recruited a few friends and started performing shows all over the country. Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever wood and cloth we could borrow. It's really low budget. Anyway, we're all good enough at acting to get through the motions, but none of us are any good at coming up with a script. Everything we tried to write just sounded off somehow. So I got a student from the academia to adapt an old story I knew to make it more appealing to our audience. What do you think? Passable?
I could tell that you've had someone tighten up the lines. They turned out very nicely.
Ah, that's good. Well, as you can see, even now, we still don't have much of an audience. Don't suppose you'd be interested to see the rest of the show?
Sure, why not? I don't have anything pressing lined up. And I don't think the Traveler does either. Tickets for 2, please. How much would that be?
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food from Jafar Tavern. We've worked out an arrangement with them. We've actually found a sponsor for this performance, too. He's not too happy about the poor turnout, though. I doubt we'll be able to keep him for the next performance. A real pity. But what can you do, huh?
Darbil Asgar still hasn't shown up for the next scene. We should get his costume and sword out so they'll be ready to go the moment he gets here.
My apologies. I have to get ready for the upcoming scene. I'll see you from the stage.
Would you two like to order some food? What can I get you? If you're looking for recommendations, today's special is the tandoori roast chicken.
Ah, bear with us a moment. We're just going to take a look at the menu.
How'd you become friends with Darble?
I was at Port Ormos discussing some business opportunities, and some crook was trying to pull a fast one on me. Darble took pity on me and politely asked him to make himself scarce. He's a good guy. A decent storyteller, too. Quite an interesting character. There's a lot of fun to be had if you hang around interesting people doing interesting things. Especially if you're in the company of an interesting friend.
Kaya knows how to keep life, spicy.
That's my secret formula for staying in a good mood.
Of course he does.
Try it out sometime. You'll see what I mean. Thanks for waiting. We're ready to order now. We'll take you up on that tandoori roast chicken. And let's throw in some desserts, too. One each of the rose custard, that talumba, and the patisara pudding, please. That should see us through the show.
Oh, yeah. Cool. This must be the intermission. What? I wanted to sit.
You've got good seats. Close to the stage, but also not too crowded.
I can not even really see the stage from here, and Kaya definitely can't.
We can watch the show as we eat. If I remember correctly, the next scene should focus on the prince. But I won't spoil it for you. You have to experience it for yourself.
Do you like this story?
I don't tend to judge a story's worth by my personal affinity for it. But if you want to know my opinion, I'd say it's a fine tale, with a classical flavor that makes it a story for the ages. History always repeats itself. When you keep this in mind and watch out for the echoes of past events in the present, things that appear unfathomable at first glance become much easier to comprehend.
Here you are. The check's on the table, too. Just call me over when you're ready to settle up.
No need. I'll pay up front. Here.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this is too generous.
Call it a token of my gratitude for the excellent service. The food all smells wonderful, too. So please pass my compliments to the chef.
Thank you so much, sir.
Let's dig in, traveler.
Kaya's voice is quite breathy.
Hey, Kaya.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, but the actor who plays the prince has run into some difficulties and won't be able to make it. We can't do the rest of the show without him, so I'm really, really sorry, but we'll have to call the show right here.
Can you use an understudy? Can Kaya fill in for him?
Ooh, that would be fun. I wouldn't say
That
no.
would be quite funny.
I just want to put him in his thief outfit.
Darbil, would you lose any income if I were to mess this
Oh,
up?
that's your whole motivation, huh?
Well, it looks good on
Understandable.
him.
Not really. I mean, there's not much of an audience here anyway. I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, though.
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then. Spice things up a little.
That's true. And plus, he knows this story really well, so he'd be perfect for reading the lines.
Let me
That's
think.
true.
Well, you already know the story, so you just need to memorize a few lines. Ha! You know what? This might actually work. Ah, wait, but Kubad has a specific costume he's supposed to wear, and there's no way you'd fit into it. Switching actors is one thing, but wearing street clothes on stage would really ruin the immersion. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work.
Well, good thing that I've actually got a costume with me. It goes pretty well with your stage, too.
Yes!
You're kidding. Can you show it to me?
Sure. If you can show me the way to your changing room.
It's in the restaurant. Follow me.
Yes, 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 yes. It looks so good. Yeah, his thief costume is fancy enough. He could totally be a prince. I love it.
That's true.
Gotta say, I think I actually look pretty dapper in this. It's a pity I don't have many opportunities to wear it in public.
You do look pretty good, though.
Uh-oh, not a fan of me as a prince? I'll have to act my heart out so you'll be too dazzled to make any digs.
Yes, please do.
Kaya, here's your script for the next scene. It's not too long, but you also don't have very long to prepare. Do you think you can memorize your lines in time?
Only one way to find out.
If he can't memorize them, I'm sure he could improvise.
Okay, I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about forgetting your lines. We'll remind you.
All right, I'm good to go.
Great. Then let's get this show on the road.
Kaya looks so good like that.
It does look good in that outfit.
General Kubad, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is clear. I beg you, please spare my few remaining men. They no longer have the strength to fight back.
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk of a once mighty army, I have no desire to crush your dignity. Even your most savage warriors have no desire to see further bloodshed, and none among your ranks have opposed these peace talks. Nevertheless, I must hear it from you one final time. General Frasyav, do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and commit from this day forth to peace between our nations?
With my army in ruins, I am in no position to do otherwise. But on this, I give you my word. Yes, let us end our hostilities and send our surviving men home to their families.
We share the desire to lay down our arms for good and liberate our hearts from the dirge of hatred. Then as God above is our witness, by the authority vested in me by this intaglio of King Kabus, I hereby declare that I will spare your hostages and what remains of your army. May peace be restored to this land, and may these fields of war become a place where crops grow aplenty. My tutor, Gundafar, has already made haste to my father, the king, with the recommendation of a truce. It is my sincere hope that he will see that peace as a path to prosperity and grant me his blessing.
Prince Kubad, your name is renowned throughout your land and ours. I will place my hope in your words.
One will find on a battlefield no master of ceremonies, nor the paper on which a treaty may be signed. In their absence, let us raise our weapons and swear an oath. I, Kubad, son of Kabus, hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin. May the oceans be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy. He's not a real prince by any chance, is he?
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Rashana, you don't want to miss this. The good-looking guy who left that huge tip is acting on stage with Darble's troupe.
Darble's one lucky man.
I return, Your Highness. I hope I'm not too late. Have you already promised peace to Frasyav?
Nay, I am not so rash as to preempt my father's blessing. I promised only what I could so far, the safety of his kin.
My child, I must share with you the gravest news. Kabus has become blinded by fanaticism and hatred, and will stop at nothing to vanquish every last man under Frasyav's lead.
How can this be? You mean to say that my father has rejected our proposal for peace?
He has indeed. I urged him to reconsider, and for this I was rebuked and dismissed from his service. But far stricter punishment than this awaits you, should you return home with your troops. Please heed my warnings, dear child. I dare not imagine what unspeakable atrocities your father intends to commit.
Nay, the truce must stand. I cannot renounce my oath. How can man claim to stand above beast without remaining true to his word? The masses have grown weary of death and conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will and massacre countless more to satisfy a desire that is his alone? When I departed my beloved home to fight in a foreign land, I did so to honor his wishes and for my duty to our people. Alas, is this fate's grand design? Is this fate's grand design?
Kaya, the next line is, alas, is this fate's grand design, that I should spend the rest of my days in a foreign land, till I am laid to rest in a grave far from home?
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script. Kaya, did you not hear me?
My dear audience, I ask you this. Do you believe in fate? If fate decreed that your life was to end in tragedy, what would you do?
You just throw the prop to me? Alright, let's go. I would challenge my fate and rise above it.
Oh? Then so must it be. Yes, so must it be.
He was planning on changing the story the entire time. That's why he asked if anything would go badly if he ruined it. Because I think that this is a thing, is that he really likes this story. But I think Kaya doesn't like how it ends. So he was like, yeah, I'll do the script as your prince, but I'm totally going to change the story to what I want.
I mean, that's fair.
I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... My dear prince, do you intend to betray your father and abandon your heritage?
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the land, to fan the flames of conflict till they engulf the entire world. Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of innocence, that the bright banner of my homeland might fly in every nation known to mankind. But I shall not bow to the will of fate. I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo! Where did this guy come from? Is he one of the new hires?
Hey, shut up. Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad, will spend the rest of my days in a foreign land till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
Oh, at least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring at least your fortune and the retainers who will always be loyal to you.
Gundafar, my dear mentor, you have always been like a father to me. It brings me only anguish to bid you farewell. But I must walk this path, or freedom dies by my hand. Goodbye, my tribe and kin. Farewell, sweet land of my birth.
Goodbye, my child.
Oh, he's getting hit on.
Ooh, it's Prince Kubad. Could I please get your autograph?
Why, certainly, ma'am.
Ooh, thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
I want an autograph too.
Just an autograph? Well, you can get one of those at any time. Acting is quite fun. If there ever came a day when I left the Knights of Favonius, I think I might go into acting full-time.
Heck yeah.
W, could you introduce me to this young man?
My apologies, Master Toos. I somehow missed you in the crowd earlier.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed a large crowd gathered around the stage. The performance was outstanding across the board. I knew that the poor turnout over the past few days was just bad luck. It was only ever a matter of time before you hit it big. The improvised section was particularly good. I think you could include some improvisation as a staple in future performances. As for the prop he threw, no need to get it back. It's fairly cheap anyway.
Thank you, sir.
And a big thanks also to our wonderful prince. Had Kaya not agreed to fill in, we might have disbanded right on the spot.
Kaya, was it? Well, young man, I must say you've made quite the impression on me. My caravan is always loaded with the finest food and wines. You're welcome to visit at any time.
This dude wants to be Kai's sugar daddy.
I mean,
The invite, sir, but I'm
can you
afraid
blame
I've
him?
reached the end of my time in Sumeru. I'm sure that my friends and family in Mondstadt must be missing me terribly.
Yeah, you're too late. I've been Kaya's sugar daddy this whole time.
Yep.
Well then, consider it
Sorry,
an open
not sorry.
invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long. My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please ask Darbil to reach out to me. Darbil, we can continue discussions on the sponsorship once you've wrapped up today's show. I'm going back to the inn.
Thank you so much, Master Toos. I'll see you shortly. Seriously, Kaya, thank you for bailing me out again. You're a good guy. May the gods bless you. You know, you should stay for a few more days. I owe you a meal at the very least.
Darbil, Asgar is back. He lost track of time playing Genius Invocation TCG. You've got to sort him out.
That's the reason why he missed the show. Wow.
Genius Invocation again? Ah, that does it. That kid's not getting away with it this time. Please excuse me, Kaya. I will be right back.
Sure, there's no rush. Okay, I think they're all gone. Let's slip away now while we can.
Well, it's probably for the best.
All right, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here.
Weren't you gonna sign some autographs?
People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for. Besides, the missing actor is back now. Darbil shouldn't be needing me to stand in again. I don't mind socializing, but compared to chatting over food and drink, I much prefer just going wild on the stage.
Understandable.
What about you? Did you enjoy the show?
Yes. Mostly I was curious to know what was going through your mind.
Oh? I was expecting a lengthier critique, but you've thrown the question right back at me. Sneaky. All right, I'll rise to your challenge. Let me think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely players. Does that answer your question? Perhaps there's an inept god out there deciding everyone's fates, much like the academia student drafting Darbil's scripts. Yeah, inept is a good word for it. Honestly, it might even be a little too civil to describe a god who turns fathers against their sons and is bent on endless warmongering, don't you think?
I is throwing shade at me, Hoyo.
Anyway, that's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following their gut and making it up as they go along. Oh, my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is just a figure of speech. The real point I'm making is about the actors. Everyone, you and I included, is both an actor and a member of the audience. If you don't like the script, just walk off the stage and join the audience. You always have a choice. A little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing worth losing sleep over. I was just thinking aloud. Relax, be yourself, do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience interaction back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment. I think those spontaneous thoughts are often the most authentic. And that's why I liked your answer. You're still holding on to the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right? Keep it. Think of it as a souvenir from my improvised performance. It's been the most fascinating day, hasn't it, little birdie?
Oh, I was sure that the one we were gonna get was the one with him crossing swords, but this one's much better. I like this one. Let's see here. So, branched off areas. Alright, so this is the only outcome for this branch. But there's a whole other branch down here. I only have 15 minutes. I'll go for it. I think I could finish one more branch before it's time to do bosses. Sometimes people are a few minutes late, too.
Mm-hmm.
You keep an eye on the group chat for me, Korichi.
Yeah, of course.
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side.
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty.
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun. Ah, yes. Here's what I was thinking about the unused funds. Given that the acting Grand Master saw fit to allocate these funds to my trip in the first place, I think it's my responsibility to make sure that every last mora is put to good use. In other words, what do you say we find a way to spend the remaining budget? Perhaps a fancy meal at a nice restaurant? Or a river cruise that takes in the sights of Sumeru City? Or we could buy a few nice mementos to take home.
Isn't this embezzlement?
Hey, no need to put it like that. Let's keep walking. We can consider it some more on the road. The rules of the Knights of Favonia state that any and all expenditures during a business trip are counted as travel expenses. That's more than enough justification to live a little. Of course, with me being here on my own, it was looking like a wasted opportunity. But now that I've run into you, why don't we make this a joint trip?
I saw he tried to sneak behind me. Absolutely not.
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use. Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
Let me take you somewhere new.
Great. Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course. There's nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend. Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. I've seen a lot of Sumeru already, so let's go for someplace new. How about Liyue? I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way.
I'll show you around.
Well, lucky me. I'll hold you to that. Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs frequently corresponds with the Knights of Favonius, so the address on their letterhead is one of the few places I'm familiar with. I don't have much luggage, so it won't take me long to pack. Give me a moment, and then we'll head there together.
Alright. Looks like it's time for teleportation. Ooh, I can buy more iron while I'm here.
I've heard that there's lots to see and do in Liyue, but I'm sure you're more familiar with the place than I am, so I'll leave the itinerary to you.
I'll I have friends all over Lua and can score discounts galore.
Excellent. Well, hopefully I'll get to know some of these friends for myself.
Oh. I knew it. Those cats.
Mm-hmm.
They unplugged my phone.
Unfortunate.
It's alright. I discovered it. Good thing I didn't discover it after my thing died on me. And my face tracker stopped working. Ugh. I can make it work. Okay. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Whew. Took half my life, but I did it.
Well done.
Alright.
It's such a satisfying feeling to just drop everything, go on a long trip, and see something new.
Ah, that would be nice.
Who knows who we might cross paths with? We might even end up going on an impromptu adventure. Just like how I met you in Port Olmos, and now we're here. Come on, let's see what's up ahead. Do you know this shop? It looks pretty nice from the outside. Shall we take a look?
Welcome to Mingxing Jewelry. We are a long-established trader of precious stones. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Let me see. Ah, some nice jewelry you've got here. Maybe I can grab something with a local flavor as a souvenir. What do you think, traveler? See anything that suits my style? I trust your judgment.
Ah, you're interested in souvenirs. If you're struggling to decide, you might want to consider getting some jade. You can't go wrong with a nice jade pendant. They're an elegant addition to your look, whatever your age or gender. If you're looking for a specific design, we can make it to your specifications. It does take some time to fulfill an order, however. High-quality jade is hard to come by, so our waiting list is at least a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm just visiting and I won't be in town for very long. So as much as it pains me to do so, I'm afraid I'll have to leave this beautiful bijou behind.
Aw.
No worries at all, sir. If you're looking for something off the shelf, why not go and see Mr. Shurto at the Jade Mystery? He also deals in jade and precious stones.
Ah, that guy.
Exactly. But on that note, let me give you a word of advice. There's no risk in purchasing a piece of jade that's already been cut. But you could lose all of your mora betting on uncut rocks. I won't say any more, as I don't want my fellow vendors to think I'm bad-mouthing them. But I think you catch my drift. It's only human nature to spend a little when you're on a trip. But don't be too hasty to part with your cash. The Ministry of Civil Affairs takes everyone's economic well-being very seriously, and they often send out the Millilith to spread public awareness of well-known scams. As guests here, I'd encourage you to watch out for anyone trying to rip you off.
I think that's sound advice wherever you go into that. We appreciate
it. Alright. To the jade vendor. I really just want to buy some iron, though. Good sir.
Welcome. Looking for uncut stones or pre-cut jade? We've got plenty of both for your viewing pleasure.
Uncut stones. Ah yes, we were just briefed on that. Let's take a look at the pre-cut jade.
I believe I detect a quiet but distinct tone of apprehension in your words. Please rest assured, there's nothing to be quite so wary about with my business. Feel free to peruse at your leisure. I think you'll find that everything I do here is entirely above board and legitimate, and I sell only pure and unadulterated goods. No scam guaranteed. Sure, you can bet on jade and lose if you're unlucky, but that doesn't make it a scam. My terms are clear and transparent, and I only do business with willing customers. What scammer can claim that?
Sounds perfectly reasonable. At the end of the day, It doesn't matter how much the vendor is charging. If the customer decides to hand over their money, they're taking the bait of their own free will.
You trying to tell us something, MiHoYo?
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand. Although your peculiar phrasing at the end there, you almost make it sound as if I really am scamming people. Anyway, betting on Jade is what it is. Feel free to try your luck, but if you can't afford to lose, then it's not for you. We don't need to cause each other any trouble. I'll leave you to browse at your own pace now while I deal with other potential customers.
This is not the normal voice actor for him. They got somebody new, I think.
Amber-colored jade would probably make for a good souvenir.
Thinking of buying?
Why not? This is a quirky little place. Somehow, I'm inclined to entertain him for a bit.
I have better quality pieces than these.
Well, if you're not interested, then I guess we'll pass.
I was gonna offer them to you, but the game didn't let me.
Ahoy there, Captain! Fancy seeing you back in town. Struck any gold lately?
What, a poor sailor like me? You must be joking. I barely managed to make ends meet. What about you, Chateau? Still scamming people with your pile of rocks?
Hey! Keep your voice down. Can't you see I've got customers? But more to the point, when have you ever seen a customer get scammed in my store?
I mean, you want the full list? Or... Hold up. Is that... Captain Kaya! What, brings you to Liyue?
Oh, he sounds so nervous. I think Kai is the only person who has, as good connections as we do.
Oh,
yeah, that makes sense.
My friend. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a good while, hasn't it?
Anywhere you'd recommend I visit while I'm here?
Let me think. Wanmin Restaurant's always a pretty good bet. Chef Mao's daughter is a skilled chef, and their prices are very reasonable. My wife can't get enough of their boiled fish. You could give that a try. And, speaking of my wife, she won't let me forget what a great help you've been to us before. So thank you, on her behalf.
Your wife? Ah, yes. How is she doing these days? Keeping well?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Anyway, I've got something I need to do down at the South Wharf, so my apologies, Captain Kaya, but I'd better get going.
All right. See you. Ah, I finally remembered who that was. Captain Wu. He runs a transport business between Mondstadt and Liyue.
I see. So you went through that whole conversation with no idea who you were talking to. Well, that explains the generic pleasantries and the general awkwardness.
My life as someone who's fairly face blind. In college, everybody in my class knew me, but I knew, like, no one. And occasionally some of them would chat me up while I was just walking around town, and I'd be like, yeah, how are you doing? I have no idea who this person is.
Rip.
Yep. Being face blind is a wild ride.
Old Wu's usually quite the chatterbox, so it's very unusual for him to just take off mid-conversation. How exactly do you two know each other anyway?
Maybe he owes Kaya a favor?
An educated guess. Yes, you could put it like that. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. The captain was making a delivery to Mondstadt when his ship sprang a leak. He overexerted himself fixing it and keeping the cargo dry, and ended up passing out from exhaustion. I took him to Mondstadt to recover.
That doesn't explain why he sounded so nervous.
Well, it still seems strange to me. Sure, he's hardly the most charming conversationalist, and he's also mighty stubborn, but all of us know Old Wu is an honest and kind-hearted man. His eldest was once playing on that big rock over there when he took a tumble and injured himself. I helped to patch the kid up, and the next day, Old Wu was here to buy a couple of uncut stones. I'm just surprised he was so quick to excuse himself, that's all. Normally, he's the kind of guy who, if you run into him on the street and he owes you a favor, he'll grab you by the hand and thank you profusely until you ask him to stop.
Well, stubborn I can believe. Someone had drilled a gaping hole in his ship, and the water was coming in fast. How he managed to make it all the way to Mondstadt, not to mention with his cargo intact, I have no idea.
Someone drilled a hole in his ship? Oh dear. It must have been one of the less savory captains out there trying to sabotage his business so they can squeeze their way into the market. When competition is stiff, sometimes things get ugly. It's the way of the world, unfortunately. His line of work isn't easy. The poor fellow usually has to set sail before the break of dawn. He's been loitering around a lot these past few weeks, though. I thought maybe he'd come into some Mora. Competition is fierce these days, and there's not a lot of Mora to be made in shipping. So every day he stays idle is another negative in the books. I do wonder what's gotten into him. Anyway, I digress. We merchants protect our goods like our own lives, so who knows? Maybe he had some important cargo to see to. Either way, good sir, don't mind him.
I am an upstanding member of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Just look me in the eyes. Don't you find me trustworthy?
Since you asked about recommendations earlier, you're here from Mondstadt, yes? Might I suggest the tea house is somewhere to rest your legs? If memory serves, they're just about to retell the tale of Bravebeard the Valiant from the top. Why not pay them a visit?
Huh. Sounds interesting enough. Let's check it out.
Alright, let me see. How is the group chat?
It's pretty empty.
Alright. I think I have some more time since everybody's not shown up for the appointment yet. So,
Pretty sure.
why don't we go and see this storyteller? What is that? Well, I guess it's not showing up on the stream, so who cares? Alt F. Alt. Oh, how annoying. Bookshop time.
So this is the Huyu Tea House.
Let's find some seats.
We meet again, Captain Kaya. What a coincidence. Twice in one day.
Did you say you had something to do with the Southern Wharf?
Oh, that didn't take me long. And I ran the whole way.
Wu, weren't you just at Wanwen Bookhouse buying a book for your daughter? What's this talk about the wharf?
Shh, just leave it be, Aunt Jong. There's no need to embarrass him right in front of everyone else. I take it that you two aren't from around these parts. I'm a caravan guard by trade, and meeting people from all over the world is one of the main perks of the job for me. Why don't you join my table so we can get to know each other?
Oh, seems like the tea house is the place to be in Liyue. Feels like I'm back in the angel share. Did you manage to get something for your daughter just now, Captain Wu?
Yes, thank you. If it weren't for you, Captain Kaya, she might not have even made it into this world.
I'm so lost, Wu. What's the story here?
Your wife's originally from Mondstadt, isn't she? Did you run into Captain Kaya when you were there on business, or when you were visiting the in-laws?
The latter.
Wait, so you two have met more than once?
Oh, this is so humiliating. Anyway, back when my wife was pregnant, we were taking a trip to Mondstadt to visit her parents this one time, when we were mugged by a group of treasure hoarders near Dawn Winery.
Oh, that sounds awful. Were either of you hurt?
I mean, he's still here, and he's still got all his limbs, so they can't have roughed him up too bad. I'm guessing Captain Kaya stepped in before they could do either of you any serious harm, huh?
Yes, he did. Thankfully, he heard my wife crying for help and drove them away. My wife was injured and quite shaken up by the ordeal. So he took her to the winery and asked them to look after her.
So what happened to you? Where did you disappear to?
I was in the water.
Huh? What did you jump in the water for? You know they can still get you in there, right?
No, that's not... They threw me into the water and, stripped me of all my clothes.
Oh, so that's why he's so embarrassed.
They did what? Did they have a weird fetish or something? Stripping a sailor naked and throwing him into the water. It's not like you were going to drown. So, then what? I take it you swam to shore?
Looks like everyone is
Always
ready.
move in groups, and fighting back when you're outnumbered isn't usually an option. It's no surprise that they quickly overpowered Captain Wu. I'm just glad that everyone made it out all right at the end.
Captain Kaya, please, there's no need for you to try to save face for me like this. I already owe you so much. You don't have to do anything more. Yet, despite that, I somehow only ended up humiliating myself further. Oh, there's no point in me trying to save face now.
All right, since everybody's here, I'll finish up with this piece.
They tossed me into the water to humiliate me, and to use it as leverage to get my wife to pay up. But they didn't know that I could swim. What I'd intended was to pretend to drown, then sneak back onto shore while they weren't looking, and find a way to rescue my wife. That was before Captain Kaya appeared out of nowhere and saved the day. So then I figured I'd get out of the water, get dressed, and catch up with you. But God knows what they did with my clothes. I couldn't find them anywhere. By the time I gave up looking for them, you were most of the way to the winery, so I had to run after you with nary a thing on myself.
This guy was streaking through Mondstadt.
Outrageous.
So,
You just gotta do that
I made it
sometimes.
to the winery, but the maids noticed me first, and they called the lord of the manor out to give me the beating the treasure hoarders never got around to. After my wife recovered consciousness, she had to have a long talk with the young lord to explain everything. He then escorted us both safely to Stonegate.
Luke beat him up as a pervert flasher.
I mean,
Oh, whoa. I'm sorry. But...
Ugh, good luck living that one down.
No wonder he's so awkward around Gaia. It reminds him of one of the most humiliating parts of his life.
Trust me, I know. My wife never lets me forget.
I'm sorry, Captain. I wasn't intending to share that story.
It's fine. It's my own fault for thinking I could sweep it under the carpet and forget about it. I don't know if I can ever repay you for all you've done. That's why I get so embarrassed every time I run into you. Still, it won't stop me from trying. You and your friend are here to catch the storyteller, right? The tea's on me. It's the least I can do. In fact, they do serve some food here, too, but it's not the best. Okay, let me run and get some fruit to share. I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll give him some time to recollect himself. In the meantime, let me switch my voice chat over to the other thing. Alright, Korichi, let's go.
Hello.
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 I have paused my hangout. Although there's this really annoying thing. There's like this little... How am I gonna get that? It's got this little message that's like settings and more, Alt plus F, but it's like...
Yeah.
It won't go away. How annoying.
I mean, I can hear you.
Well, let me just show you what I mean. There, you see, this is just stuck on my screen. But I don't think that there's any way for me to get rid of it unless I were to...
Signing out and signing back in.
I don't see it on stream.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't see it on stream because the stream is just pulling Genshin. So there's that. It's just annoying for me. That's all.
Weird.
Alright, y'all ready?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, let me bring us to the weekly boss. And then we can, y'all can join on me.
Okay.
I'm just logging in right now.
And then the murder shall commence.
Did we lose Pickle?
Let me see.
I think they're grabbing earbuds.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Mhm.
So it's more of a lost and found situation, really.
Search and rescue.
Yep. Alright, let's see.
So he doesn't look like he's working that hard, but Neuvillette screams. I think he's just trying to intimidate people. You know, when he fights.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There were some people talking about that on the Reddit. They were like, why does both Zhongli and Neuvillette, like, make these really loud grunting noises?
I don't have either of them. Hello.
Hello, Pickles.
Hello, how are you all doing?
We are doing well. We are ready to kill bosses and do the things.
Nice.
I was
Excellent.
explaining.
I'm watching.
Well, y'all are welcome to join whenever you're ready.
Yep. Almost logged in.
Sounds good.
I have received one whist.
I am logging into the game.
You gonna join on me, Korichi?
Yeah.
Need to change people.
But sorry, were you saying something before I got in?
Nope. I was just reminding Korichi to join. And then I was drawing in the sand with my feet.
Ugh. Nice.
All right.
No need to exchange pleasantries. It's
Wait.
rather pathetic to force a conversation.
So if I
No,
walk
no,
normally,
wait.
then it makes footprints, right? If you're just walking. But then if I sprint... Felt like I had less, but... Alright, we got everybody.
Yay.
Woohoo! Let's murder the thing.
Let's see. What were we doing before?
I think we're missing Pickles?
Oh, sorry, I just got in. I think I just missed the invite.
I can send it again once it expires.
Okay.
I'll just try again since it's not letting me. Okay. Now we'll be good.
Awesome.
I feel like this grouping is very color coordinated.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
I can see that.
We look like we're all going to the same event.
It looks like we're it looked like we're a punk band that has grown up.
I don't think it looks punk at all.
The ones that grew up.
Oh, the punk kids that grew up.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, why specifically punk?
I don't know. Just seems like a thing. Now heal me. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, damn.
I want stained glass that looks like these windows.
Oh.
Like, the walls of this domain just look really nice.
They do, that's true.
Yeah, that would be really nice to have.
Blastoise, use Hyper Pump. Hydro Pump.
You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really funny.
His
Because I'm not
coat.
even seeing enemies, all I'm seeing is just like the beam and then reactions at the end of the beam.
Uh-huh. That is the Nuvolette playstyle.
Yep. Deadlier monsters incoming, but I'm already here.
Oh.
I just used my ult and then it got cancelled.
Oh no.
The rudeness.
Okay, remember the
Oh,
shield, guys.
disrespectful.
Yeah,
late.
yeah.
I know. I'm always
There we
way
go.
too slow for the bubble. Oh. Okay.
We made it.
Oh no
Then
way.
I did.
Okay. How? I saw
That's
you.
okay.
You were
We will
inside the
avenge
bubble.
Yeah, I was inside the bubble.
It's
How did you-
snapshot.
How did you die?
Idea. No idea.
Damn.
It's okay, we avenged you.
Yeah, that's true. We did
Yes.
avenge you.
Thank you.
And how?
Alright, let's go to the next one then, shall we?
Sounds good.
Time to beat up Scaradouche.
You know what else will look like on party selection screen? Just Nightwish with a band.
I could see this being a Nightwish color code.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Whist, you decided to roll on Nuvolette?
No, I didn't. I'm debating it, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough saved.
Oh,
makes
I
sense.
thought I saw you having him in the player screen, so I was really confused, but now I can see it was probably actually just mine that... Yeah, okay. That's what I was confused. I was like, wait, Whist has Nuvolette? I thought they were saving for the Archons. Don't mind me.
Insignificant pest.
All this insignificant pest knows Hydro Pump, so there. You little bitch.
Ah, there we go. I can deal a whole 27 damage.
Nice.
Amazing. I have no choice but to just beat up his toes. I think I got it? No.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I'm healing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just reminding myself. Alright.
Health comes first.
Okay, but his callouts, especially for the Scaramouche fight, are perfect. Because Scaramouche is like, reality is pain. And then Nuvolette is like, settle down.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty good.
Like, come on.
My screen has slowed down to an absolute crawl.
Oh no.
Alright, I got them all.
Nice.
Into the
We
dick.
got the One Piece.
Shoot him in the dick. There we go.
Alright, well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nice knowing you, I guess.
Yeah, Nuvilet is actually, like, really good.
Yeah, he seems so strong.
He is.
His
He's
damage
Stopped
is
rendering you guys at one
intense.
point.
Oh,
Oh
rip.
no.
I was like, why am I the only person on screen?
Oh,
It was just a little amusing.
Alright, so next we're going to Inazuma to beat up Nason.
Nason. Oh, Nason.
Well, see, we were making mom jokes, but then Korichu was like, no,
Pikachu?
Korichi,
Am I now Pokemon? Jesus Christ.
you are now a Pokemon. You're welcome. So I was saying that Korichi was, like, no, it's technically not Wanderer's mom. It's Wanderer's older sister, because it's the Raiden Shogun. It's not A that we're fighting.
Actually, his younger sister.
Oh yeah, it would be his younger sister.
Oh, because he was made first.
Emoto, then? That sounds...
Yes.
that feels cursed.
Oh, I keep
hitting Whist. This happens every time I play this with Korichi too. Like, if there is an A in the party, we all just beat up on the wrong person. And then we're like, why am I not doing any damage? Oh, I hit my ally.
There we go. Well, we got her, guys.
Nice.
We're doing pretty good.
Power cleaning.
I am keeping people alive and facilitating elemental reactions. Oh wow. Yeah. That was pretty good. It's not as fast as we've done it faster one time. But this is in the top 3 fastest runs for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it that fast.
Yeah, she didn't even start her transformation. Alright. Let's see. I think we can do one more.
Yeah.
Alright. Tupperware princess time.
Yeah, this new bullet is powered by R5 R5 prayer.
Oh, that's nice.
And the sacred winds, which is hilarious.
That's the
It's got like
4-star, right?
No, it's a 5-star.
You have an R5 5-star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the f do you manage that?
Okay, remember how I never rolled like, for example, Wolf's Gravestone or anything?
Uh-huh.
Well, it all went into this fucking thing instead.
Well, I guess that makes
The
sense.
chosen one.
Wow, thanks, spirits, for attacking the thing keeping me alive.
But yeah, that's how he got
Right.
like 200% Hydra damage or whatever the hell.
Holy
Understandable.
moly, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because this book alone gives like 64% total elemental damage at 4 stack, I think. At R5. Which is
Wow.
just stupid.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
My corner has been murdered.
Oh no.
Oh, why did you murder it?
I didn't mean to.
Ah, I like this story.
Yeah.
Alright, come here, Senora. I'm gonna whip you.
Man. I'm so happy that I have so many husbando options now. But at the same time... No, 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 no. Oh, fudge, we almost made it.
Damn.
Wow,
I tried to...
that's funny.
I was mashing the button, but then I was like, wait, I'm not a DPS. I don't think it matters if I mash the button.
It's okay, your healing is important.
Alright, well... It was fine.
Still worked out.
I wish I could just do the Sumeru boss 4 times, but...
That would be nice.
Well, because I need that one for, like, everybody. Everybody needs it right now. I still haven't finished building Kave either, which I probably should, because Kave is great, actually. His talents. Yeah. Alright, anybody got anything they need to run? Or, you know, build up?
But I don't know if it's available today because I forgot to check where we started.
Oh yeah, it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday, meaning...
Meaning it's on a Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, everything's not available.
That's true. Yeah, everything will be available tomorrow. So let's see what it is that we... Oh, is that something MK said today? Hello, MK. If you sent that today and I am not just missing it from earlier.
Yeah, MK said that
so you guys want to wander in Fontaine and find some wood?
Yeah,
or
I'm down.
something along those lines? Let me
If
see.
anybody needs to farm for either Golden Troop or whatever, however you pronounce the other one, I need to farm for that at some point.
Oh, I'm down for
Oh,
that as well.
the
Let's
new
run
domains?
some Golden Troop. Yeah.
Alright, I'm in for
This
it.
one.
Let me
I'm down to help.
just... Really quick... I'm gonna find the wood tracker. I need ash wood. And I just don't know where it comes in from. Okay, so I'm just curious. Alright, well, the map doesn't want to show me anyway, so we'll just go straight there. Let me see. Do I already have some
Fun
condensed
fact.
resin?
You
I
can
do
float
not.
over water with this thing.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh.
That's his charged attack. See?
Nice.
It can just go like whoop.
I don't see shit. I don't know where you are.
Oh,
Right
we're
next
in
to the
the...
domain.
Hey, Koichi, is my, Oh, okay, MK. Yeah, the YouTube chat looks empty to me. Oh, now I see. Oh, sorry, I missed Hino earlier. Sino and MK.
Yeah, for
Oh.
some reason, YouTube isn't loading.
Yeah, I was actually just wondering if maybe something went wrong with the stream.
Yeah, I think it did.
Okay, let me try again then. Let's see. OBS thinks it's still streaming, but YouTube doesn't, so if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna take a second to restart us.